Hello YouTube, I'm Glyn Jones, this is my son Thomas.
Hello.
We represent Life Changing Journey. For this week I've gone keto. Yes, so welcome back to our channels, guys. It is weigh-in day.
Yeah.
Well, for us it's Saturday, but for tomorrow it is weigh-in day. We're recording this for you guys today. Yes, as I said, I've gone keto. It's a temporary thing.
Yeah.
I'll give you the reasons why. And well, we'll start with that now. Actually, the reason I've gone keto is I want to deplete my glycogen levels a little bit quicker. I've gone into fasting as well.
Yeah.
So deplete my glycogen levels and then turn my body into fat burning, and so I'm more efficient in burning fat. And then I'll lower my fat. I'll start adding a little bit of carbs in, just enough to keep me going rather than overdoing it so my glycogen levels fill up. I don't want that to happen. I want to keep burning fat, and I use fat as fuel. So what I'll probably do is probably go to about 40, maybe 50 at max grams of carbs a day. But that will be it. It will be a very low carb diet just to keep my glycogen levels low, like I say. We want our muscles depleted of the glycogen, and we also want our liver depleted of glycogen. Once that happens, your body will then start producing ketones. Then ketones will use fat for energy and fuel rather than glucose.
Yeah.
So that's the aim. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm not sure. I'll be honest with you. I actually feel like I've probably put some weight on this week.
Yeah.
The diet has completely changed, and I do feel a little bit heavier for some reason. Or I wouldn't say I feel bloated. I don't feel bloated. That's not the word. I just feel a bit heavier. You know. I'm not sure how Thomas is going to go this week, because Thomas he's been eating sort of keto-ish, but he's been drinking silly drinks with.
Before, Dad has been doing it since the beginning of the week, but I've been doing like a carb.
Well, no, he hasn't been doing carbs types, nothing. I'll tell you what he's been doing, and he's not taking my advice. I've been telling him, he's not listening. He's been eating keto like I have all week, but what he's been doing is drinking sugary drinks, which completely goes against what we're actually doing. So what will happen is, I'll explain to you what will happen is, I've explained this to Thomas, I'll explain to you guys just in case you're not sure. If you're going on a keto diet, you go high fats, high protein. As soon as you eat carbohydrates, your body will then go into storage mode, because the carbohydrates will spike your insulin. Insulin will store. So insulin will store all that fat, that high fat that you're putting into your body. Now, if you keep the insulin levels low, and keep your cut your carbs as low as possible, even not quite as to zero, but if you cut them really low and keep your insulin level at the base as long as possible, then what will happen is your body will use that fat for energy. Your body will produce ketones and use that for energy. As soon as you put sugar into your diet, your insulin will spike, it will shoot up, and it will take forever to come back down. And whilst during that period, your body will store all that high fat protein that you've been eating. Tried to explain this to Thomas. He didn't listen to me until towards the end of the week, probably yesterday and the day before, and then he's cutting his sugar drinks out now. But he should have cut them out at the beginning of the week, and well, we'll see the results when we get on the scales to see where we are. But I have explained this. I think you've finally got the picture.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah. But like I say, once we're in this fat burning mode and we have turned the switch and we're burning fat for fuel and we're producing ketones, it's exactly where we want our bodies to be. Once we're in that place, you know, then it's much easier, much more efficient to lose body fat. And then what we'll do is slowly drop the fat, so then our body will go searching inside our bodies for fat, you know, stored fats. Our body will go looking for that. And coupled with the exercises that we do in the gym, you know, so we should be into fat burning mode pretty quickly.
Yeah.
You know, that's the whole point. You know, so we're going to give it a go and see where we are. So, you know, without further ado, we'll get on the scales now. We'll see where we are, see where it's got us, and see what we need to adjust if we need to. See, or you know, either way, whether we have to up our calories or lower our calories, we'll see where we are. But I'll be surprised if I've lost weight this week, to be honest with you. So, okay, we'll see you on the scales. Thank you. All right, let's connect up to the scales and let's see what we are this week.
$14.12.9.
There we go, 14.12.9, fat 25.5, water 54.4, bone 7.5, muscle 38.4, and BMI 26.9. Can I say I'm shocked? Not really, but I'm a little surprised actually. I didn't think I'd put that much weight on, to be honest with you. So, yeah, okay, so Thomas will get on the scales, we'll sit on the table and we'll talk about this, put some weights. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll get on the scales now. Let's see what I am this week.
$13.9.
Yeah.
13.9, fat 26.6, water 53.6, bone 9, muscle 40.9, BMI 27.9.
Yeah, well, it's gone up a bit.
It's gone up a lot, Thomas.
Yeah, it's gone up a lot. I can't do nothing about it this week. We'll see next week if we can drop it. Thank you.
Yeah, do you know what? I didn't expect that myself. I didn't expect it. I mean, like 3.5 pounds, that's a quarter of a stone I've put on. I'm not too happy about that, to be honest with you. I will need to make some adjustments on that. I will make them adjustments, and we'll see well. But Thomas has put.
I put 7 pounds.
He's half a stone on that. Yeah. That's double the amount that I put on. This is the evidence of what I've been trying to tell you, Thomas. It is the added sugar. You know. If you're going keto, go keto. If you're not going to go keto, don't go keto. You know, there's so many different ways of losing weight. You can lose weight by going keto. You can lose weight by, you know, doing all these different diets. You know, there's so many different ways manipulating your protein and your carbohydrates and your fats. You know, try and keep your protein high, and it's one or the other. You either eat high fat, low carb, high carbs, low fat. You know. It's all about manipulating those two, the carbs and the fats. You know, if you get the balance between them right, you know you're on to a winner. All I can say is if you're half at it, if you're half doing one thing and half doing the other thing, you're not going to get successful. You're not going to do it. You have to go one way or the other.
So it proves that you have gained 7 pounds in a week, and that's shocking.
I've gained 3.5 pounds in a week, so I what's the calories, because at the end of the day, it's all about calories in, calories out.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't matter what way you go about it. It doesn't matter if you're on this diet, that diet, the other diet. It doesn't matter what diet you're on. It doesn't matter what food you're eating. As long as it's calories in, calories out. It's all about eating in a deficit. You must eat in a deficit. You know, 3,500 calories in a deficit will lose you 1 pound of weight. 1 pound, that's it. 3,500 calories. That means you need to eat 500 calories less every day than your maintenance level.
Yeah.
Every single day. So over the course of 1 week, 5 times 7 is 3,500. You'll lose 1 pound in a week. You know, if you want to go more strict than that, if you want to go more strict than that, it's probably not sustainable. You know, you won't be able to sustain that forever. No. You know, what you've got to do is find a sustainable way, you know, and going less than 500 a day is pretty strict. So, you know, slowly and surely you'll do it. Just drop your calories by as little as you can get away with. That's what I can suggest, and then it's more maintainable. You know, is that a word, maintainable? I think so.
Could be.
Yeah, it sounds all right. Anyway,
yeah, it does, yeah.
I think you guys get the gist. I think you know where we are anyway. Right, so let's get on with the figures. So last week I was 14 stone 9.4. This week I'm 14 stone 12.9. I'm just 0.1 behind at a 15 stone. That's a gain of 3.5 pounds, unfortunately. My fat last week was 24.8, it is now 25.5. So I'm not surprised in that actually, because I have been on a very high fat diet.
Yeah.
High fat and high protein, very little carbs, but yeah, the fat is gone up quite a bit, unfortunately. Water last week was 54.9, it is 54.4 today. My bones 7.5 the same. Muscle has gone down a tad, it was 38.6 and today it is 38.4. My BMI has gone up a touch, it's gone from 26.4 to 26.9. So yeah, I need to have a look at this. I don't think I'm going to be going keto all next week, to be honest with you. What it will be is a very low carb, and just try and keep the calories at the right place, at the maintenance, and just see if we can start losing weight gradually, or body fat each and every week from now.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'll go on with mine now.
Yeah.
This week I am 13.9. That is 0.1 off of 15 stone.
Or 14. Yeah.
Last week I was 6.9. It's a gain of 7 pounds, obviously, and my fat this week is 26.6, which last week is 25.3, which is a big gain there.
Yeah.
My water's gone up a tad from 53.6 to 54.3. My bone has gone up from 8.9 to bang on 9. My muscle is gone down from 41.4 to 40.9, and my BMI has gone up from 26.9 to 27.9.
Yeah.
To prove that whatever I was doing wrong last week.
It was just a sugar drink, Thomas. I did tell you not to do it.
Yeah, you did, yeah.
Even though he was looking at the thing and it was saying X amount of calories, I can eat that. There's plenty of calories. I've got plenty of calories spare within this.
Yeah.
Within the drink, but like I said, it's high in sugar and carbohydrates, and as soon as you drink that, your insulin will spike. It will. Sugar, glucose is a big insulin spiker. Protein, if you eat too much protein, it will spike insulin. Fats, it doesn't really spike insulin so much. So if you keep your fats high, your protein moderate, and your carbohydrates at absolute low as possible, you're onto a winner. That's what I would say. Right, so there's our weigh-in. We've talked about that. We've talked about what we've been doing, keto and that.
Yeah.
I want a little talk about having a cheat meal, or I don't like to call it a cheat meal, having a meal off plan while you're dieting, and what effects it will have on us, because I see so many people getting this completely wrong in both directions. You know, and what I mean by both directions, when I say getting it completely wrong, people go, oh yeah, if you're on a diet and you're trying to lose X amount of pounds and you have a meal of, let's say, 1,000 calories in one meal, like a pizza or whatever, or even 2,000 calorie meal, let's say, for easy talk, they're going to put fat on, they're going to get fat.
Yeah.
They're going to gain fat by that one meal. Or there's people the other way who are eating very low calorie diet, and then they go and have a meal off plan, and they say that it won't affect them at all. Let's just tell you now exactly what will happen. So you're on a diet, you've gone all the way from Monday to say, let's say Sunday, and you've been on a diet, you've gone in 50 calorie deficit, 500 calorie deficit all week. This is just for easy talk. So you get into Saturday, so you're 3,000 calories in a deficit by the time you get to Saturday. So you're likely that your body, your muscles are depleted of their glycogen. So that is the first thing that's happened. I think, I'm sure I've read somewhere that your body will probably hold, your muscles will probably hold about 500 grams of glycogen. So your body is completely completed of your glycogen. Your liver is not 100% completed of glycogen, but let's say that it is near enough.
Yeah.
So I think your muscles will probably, sorry, I think I might have that a little bit wrong. I think your muscles will hold about 400 or 450 grams, and your liver will hold the rest, which makes up to about 500. So let's say you get to Saturday, you're completed of your glycogen, and you're 300 calories in a deficit, and you go and sit down and you have a 2,000 calorie meal full of carbs, pizza and chocolate and chips or whatever it is. Now, what will happen first? The first thing that will happen is your muscles, your liver will fill with glycogen. Your muscles will then fill with glycogen before anything. Now, if you go overspill within that meal, which is not likely after being 3,000 calories in the deficit, it really isn't likely at all. But once your muscles, once you're 500 grams of glycogen in and you're full, you're not gonna, that's when this is when your body will then start storing fat.
Yeah. After
that has occurred. So having one cheat meal like that in a controlled way, up to say 2,000 calories, just once, then it's not going to make any difference at all. What will probably happen is, like I say, what will happen is your body will fill up with glycogen.
Yeah.
There'll be no fat gained at all. And then the next day, you'll probably pee it all out. That's what will happen. You're back on your diet, you're back in the deficit on the Monday after the Sunday cheat, and you'll probably pee it out. By Tuesday, all that glycogen will be back down to almost zero. And like I say, you'll be peeing for a couple of days.
Yeah, you'll be peeing a lot.
Yeah, you will. You'll be peeing more often. So the myth of that one cheat meal and you're going to gain fat, that one cheat meal it is actually a myth. But if you've only dieted for say 1 day or even 2 days, and you're only 1,000 calories in the deficit up for them 2 days, and then you go and have a cheat meal of 2,000 calories, it's pretty likely that that is going to go straight into fat storage because your glycogen levels are not down enough.
No.
If your glycogen levels are down and are pretty much empty, then you're okay. But if your glycogen levels are not empty and your glycogen levels are almost full, and you're only 50 grams or 100 grams down, and you go and have a cheat meal, then you will store fat. This is how it will happen. So just remember, guys, depending on how well you've done on your diet to when you have a cheat meal, what I would say is you've got to earn it.
Yeah.
You know, earn it. So if you do get to Saturday and you are 3,000 calories in a deficit, then why not have that cheat meal? Probably bring it down to 1,000 calories. You know, have half a pizza, or have fish and chips. You know, or something that you enjoy.
Or to make it better, cook something homemade.
Yeah.
Instead of going out to a chip shop where you don't know what's going into it.
Exactly. Yeah. At least if you're doing homemade, you know exactly what's going into it. You know what calories are there. You know exactly what portions you've got, which is a very good point there, Thomas.
Yeah,
it's very good.
If you're going to make something with meat, think about, instead of going to the local supermarket, go to a butcher's. Because the meat there is a lot better than in the supermarket, because you just get it in a packet and you don't know if they put something into it.
Yeah, it's good to have grass-fed or pasture-raised. Yeah, there is all that. Yeah. But to the point of what you can eat and what you can't eat when you're dieting, you know, stick to the rule.
Yeah.
Stick to the rule. Stick to the calorie deficit, and when you think you've earned it, maybe go 12 days before you have a cheat. Maybe have a cheat on the 12th day of each 12 days. You know, every time you get to 12 days, say, I deserve this. I'm sure that each and every one of you out there can do 12 days.
Yeah.
Pretty sure of it.
Should be that
if you feel that you have to go every 6 days, then, you know, albeit, but make sure you have something that you really enjoy.
Yeah.
You know, because then you're more likely to stick to it. You know, but don't go overboard. You know, I see people do it so many times. They get up in the morning and they call it a cheat day. And that cheat day is absolutely devastating, I can assure you of that. You know, you can be in a 3,000 calorie deficit and you can turn that around pretty quickly and start eating in the surplus. And if you are eating in the surplus, you will gain weight. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's what will happen. So just remember, guys, if you're 3,000 calories in a deficit, you eat a 2,000 calorie meal, brings you up to a 3,000 calorie for the day. Well, if you're only supposed to be having 2,000 calories in a day and you're having 3,000, you've only put 1,000 calories back into the bank.
Yeah.
You know, so you're still 2,000 calories in the deficit at the end of that week.
Yeah.
You know, so don't stress with it, guys. Just make sure you enjoy it. Try and enjoy all the food that you're eating and try and keep it sustainable, and then you're on to a winner. You know, yeah. So anyway, guys, any of you guys that haven't subscribed to our channel, please, if you could like and subscribe, leave us a message and leave us a comment. If you don't agree, if you agree, whatever, anything there will help. Please give us a thumbs up. That would be absolutely fantastic. That will help our channel out very, very well. We'll see you on next video. We're not doing a Wednesday video at the moment. We will see you on the next video, which will be next weigh-in, and hopefully we can get things back on track and start losing weight again. Thank you very much, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Thank you.
Bye.